recording the session. Now the last session what we have seen, we have created a forecasting. Okay. That's all the predictive analytics. So this is how it is done. Like the data. So far we had the exact indicators, which is drawing the exact figure. Now trend line is a one which will give you the insight that what would be the future growth or downfall. So I just enable the trend line, and this is what the trend line is, which is showing the trend of the past that started it was in a good stage, then it just had a downfall, then it is grown up, then according to the previous trend, now it is suggesting if you are forecasting for 6 months down the line, uh, it would.
I cannot see your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, can you see my screen now? I'm also making you the organizer so that you can record the session as well. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the forecasting indicator of MicroStrategy, which shows here this one. The future would be something like this. I just predicted 6 months forecast for what. Okay. This is the chart. Another chart I've just created, like with the price. I'm going to remove this one. Two indicators in fact I created. I along with the revenue was based on the previous experience for the data. Forecasting indicator is showing that in the future also it would be average, it would not be grown up or fall down, so it is a safe, you're on safer side now. Then but this one price, I just had another indicator which I just compare with the price. Okay, so looking to the past data trend and the history, MicroStrategy is predicting that the price for the next 6 months will go down. I mean the product demand will be less because sometimes it was very high, sometimes it is very less. So it is not like a fixed now. The future is something like this. So this is based on this only. Businessman can take decision then what to invest or how to invest. So this is what the algorithm is. Okay? And you can select how I did it. Like you selected a chart, then you are going to go to the property. It's a very simple chart. I just removed this one. I just created a very simple chart which is price only. This is a simple line chart with price. Now, in order to enable the forecasting indicator, I just had say okay. I have to go to trend lines. Okay, just enable this one. Trend means the history or the story building. Based on the, you have to enable this one. Then line, I just selected this one. Then model. There are different models. I don't know exactly what the model is doing inside it. So you can choose the best fit model. Based on the data, whichever the model will be best fit, it will automatically be taken. Okay. Now enable forecasting. So forecasting, this is basically, if you uncheck this one, this trend will be showing till the end of my data. My data is with till November 2012. The next for next 6 months, forward 6 months, next 6 months I'm trying to see, and it is just showing the downfall. So this is just the overall idea that what would be the future business based on the past experience of the data. Okay. So I can just rename this one, then we'll start with the next. Okay, then we'll create a panel. Copy to new panel. Okay. So this particular chart will be copied into another panel. Then there we'll create some more area chart. Will finish up. Then we'll start with the scatter plot. Okay, this is the first sheet. Now I did not change this sheet. On the second sheet only, I just created this line chart. So how we'll simply change the line chart to other chart without changing the chart type? Simply I'll just come here, come to the property. I'll just remove this trend line and then forecasting and all. Okay. Now I do have this all the months and the line. So I can simply change the type, shapes and data label. Okay. Now here, instead of this line, I have these different styles. Like I can change it to area chart. Very simple. Shape, type and change it to area chart. Okay. So I could form an area chart very easily. Likewise, I can create any type of chart, like we have all these designs. Now here, I will use a stacked area chart. So by month wise customers or product I want to see here. So how to build a stack area chart in this case? Just start a second dimension. The second dimension you have to bring it to break by. Okay. So break by, there are three different types: obsolete, stacked and percentage. So I will add in every month we have a sales price. So say I have products. So these sales are made by how many products and what are those products? So I can just add those products to the break by. Okay, month. So this month data is not found to be good for me. Um, I'll just mail as a customer, then I'll break by them with prices. This is become a stacked area chart. Looks beautiful, but it is not more easily understandable. Yeah. We'll remove this month. So I'll have list of customer with list of products, and then it is a stack format. Okay. Now it is a stack. So there are three different styles. I can here, instead of this product, I will just bring this product to color by. So you get a different color of the different products. Here these are all the products, individual customers, and I can see the sales of the customer by different products. So they are breaking into different product wise sales. Okay, that's looking beautiful. You can see the legends by color. So individual charts will have individual legends, and you can see them. So this is what we have, the stacked area chart. I will simply copy this and copy to new panel. Okay, this is the third one. Then I just can create it as a obsolete. That means they would be tiled. I mean, they would not be stacked. They would be tiled. All these areas will be side by side. Yeah. So they are not putting one top of another. One first area, then second area. So they are just queue. They are having all the queues. So this is the starting. This is the first area, then second red, then third one is blue and orange, and one by one they are just queue from the first to end. Then person means it would be just like tiled, but fully spreaded on the panel. I mean the swap panel. It would be fully spreaded. Yeah, it is fully spreaded. So this is percentage. I mean the total, the price of the individual product out of the total price. It shows the percentage. Okay, so this is same as here, the stacked area chart, but in stacked area chart it has individual prices, whereas in percent area chart will have individual price as same, but it will show the ratio of that product or that price is how much from the total price. Am I make sense? So this is for the percentage. So anyway, these two charts found to be beautiful for me, and we can keep it here. Okay. So this is all about the area charts. So this is simple area chart with a single dimension and single measure. This is multi-dimension area chart. First one is customer, second one is product, and they are basically stacked. And this one is a second dimension, which is showing in percentage. And likewise, we can also have single dimension with multiple measures. I'll just create a plus here. If you click plus, then it will enable another panel, blank panel. So I would take, say, quarters. So I have 3 years. I'll have 3 into 4, 7 quarters. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of 2010. Likewise for 2011 and 12 will get. Yeah. Now based on that, we'll create an analytics. So I want to see that in which quarter will have more discounts on the products. So like this, we'll have multiple measures here. First, one dimension and multiple measure chart will create. This one is a Now this can be broken into multiple different prices. Like say I am just adding second measure, the quantity, discount quantity, and there can be multiple comparisons like price. Revenue. So there are four comparisons. So for individual chart, you can enable you can condense the label, you can enable the legends. There are comparison of four measures, one dimension and four measures here. Now I can go to the property and then I can select shapes and data label. I can change the individual colors, and then this from discount, then I'll move to quantity. Let it be this one, and then I'll move to price. This should be this one. Then I move to revenue. It should be, say, I'll give orange because these two colors are looking relevant to me. Okay. Now I can even give it as 100%, so there will not be. Uh, it will look more darker, and then I can enable the data label values. So data label I can see on every nodes of the area chart. So markers, you can enable the markers, individual markers with the, say, black color or any dark light color we can give. Then you can instantly change the type from anything like area to circles, area to bar, area to anything. This is how the other charts look like. Okay. This is one dimension and multi-measure. Then I can copy again this to new panel. This is, I would do a little change here. Month and then products. You can see every quarter wise sales, price, quantity and discount, but that is overall. Now if you want to break them into uh, to see the analytics based on the products, then I'm just adding a second dimensions. So it would be your, going to break by colors. going to break by colors, so I want to break by second dimensions, so something like this. So I can see in every quarter I can see the individual products who is having these cells. Yeah. So you may get a requirement to create a multi-dimensional or multi-measure chart. So in that case, you would come up with this type of chart where you have in the horizontal 2 dimensions, in the vertical 3-4 measures, whichever you want, and then select the chart type and the break by into this stack, and it will be. MicroStrategy is a heavy software, so it needs a little more high definition system with um, good RAM, because I have other BI tools and 2-3 RDBMS, so it is expected to be a little slow in my system, because I used to teach in other technologies also. So it will stretch a bit for better visibility, and this is good for me. This looks good to me. Okay. So for area chart, how many charts I've got? For the first panel, I have got a simple one-dimensional one measure. This is a forecasting added one, and this is multi-dimensional chart, customer and product with a stack view. This is same type but percent view, and this is uh, multi-measure chart. Okay, here we have only quarter, the dimension and measures are 4, and the last one is a mixture of all. We have 2 dimension and 4 measures, so it's a multi-dimension and multi-measure chart. Area chart analysis. Then I'll move on to this bubble chart. Here I'll use this database, this order database. Okay. This is item description item. Then item wise stock. So this bubble chart. So this particular chart needs multiple measures. Um, it is just become a break by I had to add it to the vertical. So vertical is the x-axis, horizontal is the y-axis. So and you can swap it also x-axis to make it y-axis and y-axis to x-axis, something like this. So this chart is also called scatter plot. I mean all those bubbles would be there, and there is an option called size by the bubbles, and these are all the items. Here are all the items. I can swap it vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical. Okay. So these are all the items. You can see smaller dots to bigger dots, and bigger the volume of data would be represented as a bigger box, bigger circle, and there is an option called size by. Whichever the attribute you will add to size by, based on that only, the color will be differentiated. The size will be differentiated. Now, if you want to add this item to the color, for a big volume of records, you can add, easily search this field from this text box. I can see the item name as well as the values on the top. So let be the item names only. So it needs to two measures basically. This particular chart needs to two measure. First dimension would not be showing the axis. two measures would be shown, and the third measure, you can use a third measure or you can also use two measures. So based on the two measure, the boxes size would be bigger. And if you want to change this third measure from this say quantity to anything else, let's say I will use a net amount, then there will be variation in the circles, because whichever the item would have a highest net amount, the bigger box will be, I mean the circle size would be bigger in that case. So it has how many measures? Three measures basically. One is quantity, second is average cost, and third one is a item, I mean net amount. In MicroStrategy it is called uh, bubble chart. In Tableau it is called a scatter plot. In ClickView it is called scatter chart. I have three measures. What are those? First one is average cost, second one is quantity, third one is the net amount. You can see. So net amount, based on the net amount only, the the circle sizes become bigger. So instantly I can take decision that this is an item which has the highest average cost, and this is item which has highest quantity. Okay, and this is item which has highest sales amount or net amount. Okay, and these are the item name: AB, AR, cable, 4C, etc. And this is the second highest selling item, which is the sell price is this. But in cost, I have, this is the item which having the highest stock in the quantity in the go down. This is the quantity axis. This is average cost axis. So average cost is high in this case, whichever the dot is coming right side, but the bigger boxes is the net amount, the order value basically. Am I make sense?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I'll just make it duplicate. Based in here, I just come up to the shapes and label instead of the circles. I can make it squares. I can make it tick, something like this. I can make it rings. I can make it pie. I have seen here the item wise, and then I'll just change it to order wise. Just make a change, and then here we have a order, delivery order was there, delivery order number. This one, you'll have thousands of orders here. There are many more orders here. Let's not make it square, let's just make it circle. Okay. Now for preview, you will get a better picture. You can see by item, these are all the item wise statistics and these are order wise statistics. Individual orders I can see. So this is found to be the bigger order. 1935 is the net amount. So the stock is not so heavy because it's a costlier product, and with average cost is also not that because these are the rare cost and which having highest volume of data. I mean highest net amount, the sales. The most profitable product is this one. Whichever having lot of cost, a lot of quantity in the stock, you need to worry about that because lot of quantity are there, but sales is not so high.
Okay. We'll continue later. I think.
Yeah, sure. Okay then.
Yeah. And one doubt. Yeah, one doubt I have. This visualization